Alexander writes here with another video. Today we'll be talking about the Traveler's Notebook and some pens, and then just a basic rant. If you'd be so kind as to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date and receive stationary content. In the past, the Traveler's Notebook videos have been my most popular, so today we'll be going off of that popularity and discussing some further thoughts, as well as what I currently use for my journaling setup. Thanks. All right, so this is the Traveler's Notebook. So really quickly, I will talk about, I just got a new order from Jet Pens, and I'm going to go over what I purchased. But first, I do want to talk about, so I purchased two different pens. I've been getting into some rollerball pens lately. I've been looking for a pen that's easier to travel with. When I went to Europe last year and Scotland the year before, I bought a fountain pen with me. And I learned very quickly that the pressure from the airplane would allow ink to come from the nib and then released into the first half of the barrel. So I was looking for something that would be a better solution, but also offer really similar attributes that a fountain pen would offer as far as being super smooth and just super nice. I found this pen, which is a Pilot Precise V5. I purchased two of these through Jet Pens, my go-to pen retailer, or my stationary retailer. I purchased two of these. These are what I use at work. I've been using the same Pilot for a little over a year now. It's still going, so I purchased another one that is at my desk, and then this one will be a backup. If you're looking for a good office pen that will last, then I highly recommend these. The cost of these is pretty minimal. It's about $1.25 a piece, so you're not in it too much, but you have something that will withstand its value. When I was purchasing this pen, I opted to buy a different brand to just compare, and this is the Uni Pin that I purchased. It is their .003, I believe. Yeah, no, .33. So 0.33 size. This pen, I will tell you right now, is by far my favorite pen to work with currently. It is amazing. I could write with this thing for hours. The grip tends to be a bit thicker. I have a thicker fingers, so I actually enjoy this. It's kind of a matte finish, so it's not slick, so I don't feel like it kind of, my hands don't sweat and it doesn't kind of rock back in my fingers. So if you're looking for a good rollerball pen, these are only $1.75. They have a couple different sizes and a couple different colors, but I would highly recommend this. It's also waterproof and fade proof. This will be the pen that I take with me on my trip to Ireland this summer, being that it will rain there and also that I won't have to worry about ink spilling out the front half of it. So this will be what I will test. We'll probably do a review about this pen once I get back, just to give you my updated thoughts. But I got a couple of those pens, like I said, from Jet Pens, and then I picked up a couple things for my Traveler's Notebook. My intention is to take this with me. It is a bit smaller than what I use currently, which is the Galen leather. And just for reference, here is that pen in action. Let me see if we can get to it. So we have, that's a fountain pen, and then this is all from here down is all with that Uniball pen. And like I said, I just write with it for hours. It's just absolutely incredible, and it doesn't smear, and being left-handed is great. I don't have to worry about writing and smudging what I've already written because it is fast drying ink as well. Getting back to the Traveler's Notebook, so I did purchase one of these clips. I've seen a lot of people use this. This is not the Traveler's Company branded clip. It's just an off-brand, but it was significantly cheaper. So these are just used to either hold a place or to flatten out a notebook. Travelers are not always the best at laying flat, so this just helps you. If you're looking to have a notebook that lays flat for you to write with, you can clip that there and have it lay flat. So I picked up one of those. I also picked up a couple more of these lined inserts. So these things are great. The paper quality on this is fantastic. It is Midori. Typically, my paper choice is Midori or Toma River. I have used Cosmo Air or the onion paper. I think that is what it is. I found that like the ink for my hands will tend to mess with the ink on the page. These, however, don't have that problem. So I have purchased a couple more of these. This first insert is one of those new lined inserts, and I have this at the front. I will probably be using this as just a daily journal, and then once I fill that up, I have several to fill it with. And then it brings me to my zipper pouch. So I purchased one of these. I have a zipper pouch on my passport, which is this. So I have one here and here, and I found that it is really helpful for like sticking photos or having receipts in it. So I purchased one for this. Currently it's holding some tabs for when I annotate books, as well as a ruler in the back when I am looking to have a straight edge. So you can use this, put money in it, you can put credit cards, photos, whatever you'd like. I find it super helpful. This pouch is super durable, so don't worry about it breaking. And then after the first half of the zipper pouch, I have my blank styled insert, and this is what I use to do my study of the book of Matthew. This is super helpful the way it's laid out. Really quickly, if you're looking for a good podcast to look at the different parts of the Bible, I would recommend 30 Minutes in the New Testament. That is what I follow with this study. Essentially, it's through Apple and Spotify. They also have one that's 60 Minutes in the Old Testament. I'll put a link in the bottom if you're willing or if you're wanting to check them out. I highly recommend. They break it up into like 6 to 7 verses per episode, and they really dive in what they mean and to just the translation of what it is for us today to interpret and to follow. So there's that. I'm almost halfway through with this, and then once this gets full, I will insert another in its place, and then you see I'm still on Matthew. So once that's done, I will fill it. After that, we get to the other half of that plastic insert, and I found that there's a pocket on both sides. The pocket is large enough that you could slide one of these inserts in. So technically, I could put an insert in right here and have it stuck in here as well. I haven't done that. I think the thickness of this traveler's notebook at where it is now is probably desired. I feel like once you put another one in, you're gonna start having the leather. Let's see if I can try to do this. Having it tuck back like this, so it's exposing the papered edges. And I like the way it is now, where it's kind of sitting back in a recessed fashion. Some people will stack 4, sometimes even 5 notebooks in here. It works for them. That's awesome. Other people might try to put a thicker notebook. I just like it the way it is. But yeah, it's kind of cool. You can stick whatever you'd like in here. If you have receipts, you can stick them in here. If you have train tickets, plane tickets, whatever, you can stick them in here for safekeeping. Once you get past that page, you will get to another blank notebook. This one is just what I use to review the books and films that I've watched or read lately. You'll see some Riley Sager, some Tolkien, some Ruth Ware, more Ruth Ware, The Witcher. This is basically what I'm reading now. Got into some Matt Haig more recently, so I have read both of his more popular books. Just finished A Bookshop in Berlin, super cool memoir of a woman who escapes German-occupied France. Highly recommend that for people looking for a memoir. Currently reading, or I should say listening to Patton's Prayer, which is about General Patton during the Second World War, and reading One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. And then further past that, I just have a random bits. These are some of the short stories I've written that I keep track of, just to remind myself that eventually I should publish them all into one combined manuscript. And then after that, I just have a couple doodle pages of just random words. So that's my setup for my traveler's notebook. This is what I will be taking with me when I travel this summer, and I will be putting it through the test. You can see that on this notebook. It's still a little fresher. This passport has been in my wallet, or excuse me, my back pocket for quite a bit. So it has that nice aged leather look. And for people who live in the Pacific Northwest, if you have a McMenamins passport, this is an excellent size. Obviously, it's a passport size, but it's excellent for your McMenamin passport. I have this in here, and I will take this with me to the various McMenamins locations. Whenever I pull it out to get a stamp, they're always really surprised that I put it in such a nice case. I always get complimented on it. So if you're ever looking for something to actually put your McMenamins passport, then this is a great option. So these both I have done quite a bit of traveling with. When I went to the trip to Edinburgh in Scotland, I took my Lochby, which is another fantastic journal to carry with you. It is canvas, so there's a difference, leather and canvas. This is really good at being water repellent, especially if you use some otter wax. It will shine up really nice, and you don't have to worry about things getting wet. I will say, being that I am in a position where I get some inside information, and this is public now, but Lochby is looking at making a field guide with a zipper. So if you're interested in one of these guys, but you really want something that has a zipper, I know I do. I'm thinking about using it to insert my Bible in and carry it around, because this is the perfect size for a thin-lined crossway Bible, but it isn't quite secure enough that I could zip around it and not have to worry about something happening. So that is something they're looking at in the future. They're also looking at a thinner version of this without the zipper, and then something similar to this, but just the board on both sides in canvas. So those are just some cool, interesting things about Lochby in the future. Again, I am an ambassador, so I am able to offer a 10% off discount. My code is Alexander Wrights. It is the same as my name minus the underscore. So if you want to take 10% off and purchase a few of Lochby's products, which I have quite a lot of, then by all means use that code. I will leave it in the description for you to use, and you get to save some money, which is great, and it lets Lochby know that people are interested in their products, and they get to make more of things that we like to see. Just really quickly, I do want to say thank you so much for all of the likes and subscribes to this channel. I've just went over 1,000 within the last month, and I'm so thankful that I've been able to connect with so many of you guys. I get to see amazing comments and start a great conversation with people, and I've learned a lot about what people like and what they don't like. So again, super thankful for that. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm happy that I've been able to cultivate a community of people who are interested in these kinds of, not that I'm the only one, but there are certainly other options. I'm just thankful that you chose to watch my videos. So that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to go over what I've been doing with my Traveler's Notebook. The Traveler's Company videos have been my more popular ones, so this is just catering to that audience of looking for content driven by Traveler's Company. But other than that, I am thankful you're here this far, and if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions, that would be great. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks.